Yes! What is going on, guys? Before we get started, huge shout out to Moko for sending over their Slim keyboard and mouse combo for me to test and review. I'll put a link in the description, so make sure you go check them out. Let's get right into it. Starting off with the keyboard and build quality. The keyboard is only 4mm thick and weighs just over 300 grams. It has the same layout as most laptops with a minimalistic design, so it's easy to adapt to and start using. There's barely any flex when pressing down on it, and it has a very sturdy build. The body is built with an aluminium alloy, which is mostly scratch resistant and gives me confidence to put it in my bag. The keyboard is slightly raised, with the back end being slightly higher, which makes it a lot easier to type. Both ends of the keyboard have a smooth, reflective area, which is quite a nice touch. The keyboard isn't too loud, and mostly even to press, which makes it really well suited to use in a library or another quiet area. Over time, the color and material on the keycaps may start to fade and become more slippery, which is something to keep in mind. I have just one major complaint with this keyboard, and it's that the volume buttons are arranged really counterintuitively. For example, the mute button is furthest to the right, followed by the volume up button and the volume down button. Sorry, I got it wrong. See? This is the volume up button, this is the volume down button, and this is the mute button. But why? To make things even more confusing, the volume up, which is this one, and the volume down button look very similar. And as you can see, I mixed it up again. I can't get used to this order, since when I go back to my laptop, it's arranged in the normal fashion. Mute, volume down, and then volume up. Now, the battery life on this keyboard is incredible. Moko advertises that it can go for 90 days without needing to be recharged. I wasn't able to test this claim, but during the time I used it, I didn't have to recharge it once. It automatically turns to sleep mode after 10 minutes of idle, which is probably why the battery life is very long. On the right side is micro USB port for charging and a charging status indicator. Initially, when I plugged in the micro USB cable, a large part of it protruded out, which I thought might be an issue. However, there was no problem since the fit is really tight and won't jostle around when plugged in. The charging indicator lights up red when charging, and otherwise blends into the rest of the keyboard. The power button is hidden under the curved part of the keyboard, which prevents you from accidentally switching it on or off. There's also a bit of resistance when moving the switch to prevent any accidents. When you turn the keyboard on and wait for a few seconds, the light will turn off again, which I personally love as it keeps with the minimalistic look. All this being said, I wouldn't say it looks exceptional either, but it's all worth given the price. Now, onto the mouse. First off, the mouse requires 2 AA batteries, and I really wish it didn't. It would have been awesome to see it being able to be charged using the same cable that we could use for the keyboard. Anyways, let's talk about the design and build. It has a black and white design with a DPI button in the middle, in addition to your usual buttons. The scroll wheel is smooth to move, but grippy enough to hold, which I personally love. There appears to be a problem with my left click button, as you can see here, where when I press it, it stops part way and then requires another push to actually click and hit the button. The right button works fine, so it's probably just the one that I got, but it's still very annoying. I like how the button clicks are mostly quiet. The DPI button is easy to push, but small enough that you can't accidentally change it while using the mouse. The USB receiver is stored next to the batteries, in here. When you store it in there, regardless of whether there are batteries inside or not, this always shakes and rattles. Other than that, the mouse is relatively easy to use and there aren't any other complaints there. So we've looked at the build of each, but you might be wondering, where can you use it? Unfortunately, it isn't Bluetooth, so you can't use it on your phone or tablet. But you should be able to buy an adapter, plug this in, and it should work fine. You can also chuck it into your computer or laptop and sit back and use your device. It's especially useful if you want to connect your computer to a TV and sit on the couch and still be able to control it. Due to its slim nature, it's perfect to take to uni or work, and it won't take up any more space in your bag, and it's extremely light. Overall, the Moko Slim keyboard and mouse combo is a great budget purchase, even if it's just for the keyboard. So the big question is, who should get it? Well, if you want a game, then both the mouse and the keyboard are not suitable. I have a video for a cheap gaming mouse if you want to check that out. If you need something to work with and take to different places, this is definitely a worthy buy. The sleek, slim design makes it very portable, and the long battery life means you basically don't have to worry about charging. Even if you want it just for the keyboard, I still think it's worth getting. Thanks for watching this comprehensive review on the Moko Slim keyboard and mouse combo, and make sure you subscribe. Until next time, don't forget to keep it real.